This is a presentation of Fox Sports. The United Airlines pregame show is brought to you by the people of United Airlines. We are united.
The World Series, the Fall Classic, and we have witnessed 5 truly classic games. In games 1 and 2, the D-backs' devastating dynamic duo delivered nothing but pure dominance.
If he keeps throwing like this, nobody's going to get a hit.
Then for game 3, the scene shifted to Gotham as desperate intensity filled the New York night.
Roger Clemens was brought to this team to be the stopper in the rotation. The Yankees down 2 games to none. They turned to Roger Clemens.
Game 4, the Yankee dynasty seemed to be slipping away until
1 on, 2 out. Martinez deep right center field. The ball. Tie game. Jeter hits it into right. Game over. Yankees win the series is tied.
it was a show for the ages with an encore to follow. Now the scene shifts back to the desert. Throughout the years, it has been Game 6, where legends have been made and hearts have been broken.
He makes a one-handed catch against the bullpen. Oh, doctor. If it stays there, it's gone. Home run. And the series is tied 3 games apiece.
And now the New York Yankees and the Arizona Diamondbacks are set for their Game 6. And we can only imagine what we will witness here tonight.
In your eyes, the light, the heat. Yes, I want to be that complete. When I touch the light, the heat, I see in your eyes. Ooh, in your eyes.
Welcome back. Welcome back to World Series baseball. Welcome back to the desert. Bank One Ballpark, Game 6 of the 2001 World Series. I think they're ready. We said when we left here after Game 2 it would be a different story going to New York. What we didn't know is it would be a story of miraculous victories for the New York Yankees. Now the question is, coming back here in front of these fans who are going nuts right now with Randy Johnson and Curt Schilling, if that will be enough to stop the New York Yankees from winning their 4th consecutive World Championship. We're about to find out. If they can hear me, I'll throw it down to the field. And we join Jeannie Zelasco and Kevin Kennedy.
Yeah, we're forced to put down our pom-poms, Joe, but we can hear you. In the entire history of the Yankee franchise with an extremely colorful past, there has never been a week like this. I mean, literally 2 outs away from elimination, and now the Yankees are 9 innings away from their 4th straight title.
Well, I think the Arizona Diamondbacks deserve a lot of credit. They're a resilient ball club. After a devastating loss in Game 4, they put the Yankees to the floor in Game 5. They lost that. They had an off day yesterday. They got to feel good about themselves. Number 1, they're home. You can hear the crowd. And number 2, you got Randy Johnson pitching tonight.
Of course, the Yankee legend, the Yankee mystique continues to grow with each game. But Bob Brenly wants to make sure that we give credit where credit is due.
By attributing all these things to something supernatural takes away from the players on that team. If it's just mystique and aura and destiny, you could put a bunch of sports writers in Yankee uniforms and they'd win the World Series, and we know that cannot happen. It's the way the Yankee players play, the way they keep their poise, the way they keep grinding, and the fact that they're very good ball players. That's it.
Yes, but keep in mind, this is the first lead the Yankees have had in this series. The question is, can they do something with it?
Well, I'll tell you what, they got a great ball club. They know that, but they also got a great veteran manager who always seems to do and say the right things. I caught up with Joe Torre today. Here's what I asked him. How do you stay so calm? We see you on the bench with our cameras on in the 9th inning with 2 outs, and we see you with the same expression as if you were up 2-0 with Rivera on the mound.
Well, knowing that you guys are on me all the time, I'm going to try not to react. But, you know, if you had an X-ray machine, you'd see the difference. You know, there are those little people running up and down in my stomach, and it's not calm. Trust me. It may look calm, and someone asked me last night, he says, why don't you have a smile? And I looked at him like this. I said, I am smiling. You know, that's the extent of it.
Well, you've done this before, so you know all about that. I want to ask you about Randy Johnson. You know, you guys are up 3-2, obviously, but you really haven't hit. I think the batting average is 177 combined. Are there major concerns about that with Randy today? And if there's a 7, possibly Kurt Schilling tomorrow?
Well, you know, Schilling and Randy, and hopefully we don't go to, you know, Kurt Schilling. We certainly don't want to see him again. On the bench is okay. But yeah, but every time I go out there, Kevin, I still feel our ball club's going to hit. You know, we're capable of hitting better than we've been hitting, for sure. I mean, we've getting timely hits, fine. But again, I seem to think that, you know, Randy Johnson was perfect last time. He didn't make any mistakes. Hopefully he'll make a mistake or two tonight. He's still an intimidating pitcher.
Different kind of pressure for Randy Johnson tonight because it's a must-win situation. In Game 2, the Diamondbacks already had a 1-0 lead. But you got to feel confident for Randy Johnson. He's at home where he wants to be, where he's from. He's got that 97 fastball. That's always a plus. And that devastating slider as well.
Of course, second-guessing manager has taken on new life. It's a new art form in this World Series. And once again, we want you to log on to foxsports.com. Game 5, Bob Brenly might have been better off listening to our virtual manager. 64% of you would have let Miguel Batista pitch a little longer. 57% of you did not want to bring Young Kim into the game. Keep watching again tonight for the virtual manager questions at the bottom of your screen. Log on down to foxsports.com. So which is the greater challenge? The 27th World Championship for the Yankees or the 27th out for the Diamondbacks? The World Series continues next on Fox.
Just after midnight, early November 2nd.